Okay, we're going to be doing our social studies, page 82 and 83. So please make sure you have your social studies book out and open to those pages. We're learning about using directions, intermediate directions. So the vocabulary we have for today are northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. We know that this is a compass rose. We've seen this before and we've used it before. But the compass rose that we have used only had north, east, south, and west. I'll do it one more time because that E was cut off. North, east, south, and west. So today we're going to learn about these intermediate directions, which means it's in the middle of north and east, in the middle of east and south, in the middle of south and west, and in the middle of north and west. Okay? Let's go ahead and get our fingers on, ready to follow. When people travel from one city to another, they often use maps to find their way. A compass rose shows them the directions. Look at the compass rose below. Point to the directions north, south, east, and west. So let's look at those. North, south, east, and west. The letters N, S, E, and W stand for each direction word. Okay, and we've learned how to remember those. Never eat soggy waffles, as you guys like to remember, or the never eat shredded wheat. Helps us remember the directions. You start at top and you go around like a clock. Okay. Step 2. Find the line halfway between north and east. This line points in the direction called northeast. So right in between north and east, we have the direction northeast. Because you are heading north, which is going up, but you're also going to the right, which is east. So we're going up and to the right, we are going northeast. Okay, so if I had this on a map, if I had to go from here to up here, we would call it northeast. Now, pay attention because sometimes I have students want to say EN, east, north. And I wanted to point out that north and south always go first, okay? So you always say whether you're going up or down or north or south first. Then you give the sideways directions. Okay, so we always start with north before the side, northeast. All right, step 3. Now find the line halfway between south and west. This line points in the direction called southwest. So the rule applies in each direction. Line in between south and west is right here, southwest. We are heading downwards, which would be south, and we're heading to the left, which would be west. So if this was on a map and I needed to go from here to over here, I would say I was traveling southwest. And again, we use the south before the west. You use the up and down, north or south, before you use east or west. Step 4, find the letters NE, SE, SW, and NW. These directions stand for the intermediate direction words. Northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. So we're just going to go on all of them. NW is northwest, NE, northeast, SE, southeast, and SW, southwest. All right, turn the page and we're going to practice using a compass rose and naming the direction that we're traveling on the map. So number 1, find the Great Lakes. In what direction are the Appalachian Mountains from the Great Lakes? So we talked about this the other day. Our Great Lakes were up here. These really large lakes that we have between the United States and Canada. on the Appalachian Mountains are over here on the East Coast. So what direction do we have to go from here to here? So it said from the Great Lakes. So that means you're starting at the Great Lakes and you have to go to the Appalachian Mountains. Because sometimes my students mix them up and they see the two and they would start at the Appalachian Mountains and go that way. And so you have to pay attention to what it says in the questions, where you're starting from. And here we're starting from the Great Lakes. So up here to here. Which direction do I have to go? It looks like I am going down, so we know that is south. And I'm also having to go to the right. So down and to the right is southeast. So we would say from the Great Lakes to the Appalachian Mountains, it is southeast. Okay? Let's practice another one. Find the Colorado River. What direction would you travel from the Gulf of Mexico to get to the Colorado River? Okay, so we are going from the Gulf of Mexico. So looking at our map, Gulf of Mexico is right here. It's this ocean part right here under this map key. Okay, we need to go from this Gulf of Mexico to the Colorado River. Here's the Colorado River. So what direction, and we're starting from the Gulf of Mexico. What direction do I need to go? I see that I need to head north because I'm moving up a little bit. And I need to go west because I'm moving to the left. So we would say northwest. All right, one more. Find the title, legend, and compass rose. Which one shows direction? So we know maps have titles. What is the title of this map? It's right up here. The title is the United States. And a legend is also called a map key. Well, what does the map key tell us in this map? We can see the map keys telling us what the mountains look like, what a river looks like, and what a city looks like. And lastly, we have the compass rose, which we found right here. Which one shows direction? The title, the legend, or the compass rose? Yeah, we just talked about it. The compass rose shows direction. Okay, you are going to be practicing this for a little bit today on your worksheet, your social studies worksheet. Make sure if it asks, make sure you're starting at the right place where you're going from so you don't mix that up. And also make sure you say north or south before east and west. So it has to go northwest, not west-north. Okay, north has to go first or south has to go first. All right, I will see you work later today.